it's just way easier and sounds way better than a lot of fancy keyboards out there, but you don't have to be a rocket scientist to know how to use it. So we've opened it from last week's session. These are the songs from last week. So we've got a little delay there. In Christ Alone. Different sound. Reckless Love. Got a little organ in there on that one. Anyway, so you can change it. This one's, yeah, got a little pad in there. So I create these every week. I go through here, and now I need to take this one off because we're not using it. So I'm going to remove patch. I know that's not a new song. We've used it many times, so I'm just going to remove it. If it were a new song, you'd want to do save to library and remove. And then you would just save it to the song library. If you don't do that, it will disappear and be gone forever, and you have to redo it. Reckless Love, remove. We've done that one. Nothing else. Remove. Okay, so you'll notice there's a few things here. I just leave those there every week in case something goes wrong. This has got a little bit of strings in there. It's some piano options. Or just a pad. So those are I just leave those in there just in case they need to use them. There's also a pad here that they can throw on just like playback has. If you're in the key of C and you want to start that pad, you just hit the power on. You can change the pad to be a different sound. We rarely use this because we have it over on playback for the tracks, but if the keyboard's playing and not using tracks, then they can use this pad feature. And it's literally just picking the key and hitting the power, little power button there. Okay, so now we're going to add the songs for this week. Let me look it up real quick on my services app. So we're in May 11th. So the songs are Move of God. We got a plus sign. Add patch from the library, because I know we have this song. We've done it before. And then user library. You'll notice there's some songs here. Those inadvertently got put there. It's actually song patches that you want to get to. These need to be deleted. I just haven't honestly taken the time to figure out how to delete those, to be honest.
Okay.
So just don't worry about those. This is where you want to be. Move of God is down here. Grab that, add patch. And now you've got the specific patches for that. I'm going to drag this and drop it above random pads to where this is the order of song. This is a good way to show you this. It looks like down here it just says default because there's no other sounds for it. Some songs have like a different sound for verse, different sound for bridge, different sound for chorus. This is just the same sound for the whole thing. Hold it down, rename. I'm going to do whole song. Save. And then it just tells the person playing the piano that's all they need is that. A little bit of reverb in there. Space verb, as they call it. Next song is Waymaker. Add a patch from the library. User library. Song patches. So at the bottom, Waymaker. So we'll just quickly. Your Glory. Patch. User library. 9 times out of 10, you've got mostly songs that we've done before. I'll show you how to make a new song in a second. But Your Glory. So you notice this has got a different sound for. And then the bridge brings in a little gospel organ. So that was just me going into add sound, and then categories. I wanted an organ, so I went to organ. I knew I wanted more of a B3 organ. You can really get into very specific stuff here. But then you just go through and you just and it's literally just play through them and see what sounds you like, and grab it, add sound. So I've just added that sound to it. I don't want to keep that now, so I'm going to remove sound. I'm not going to export it. What that means is you can create your own sounds and save them to their own sounds. Super easy app here. Jesus Paid It All is the next one. User library. Jesus Paid It All. Add patch. That's interesting. I'm not sure what the difference is. Anyway, I'll figure that out later. Looks like they're very similar sounds, so I'm not sure. Oh, this one has delay. That's what it is. Okay. All right, so now we've got the songs for this week. Set this up along with the tracks before Thursday. Or if you have a Sunday morning rehearsal, you can do it later in the week. That is that. So I want to do like a new song. Let's just say...
I have a scenario.
Okay.
If I have one of my original songs that I want to set sounds for,
yeah,
what would I do?
Well, let's do it. Create a new patch. It's always the plus sign down here. Create a new patch. What's the name of the song?
Spirit of Jesus.
Your Spirit of Jesus is my stand in awe. You always go to that song, and I always go to Stand in Awe, which is one that I wrote years ago. Spirit of Jesus. Okay. We might have already had one made for that, but so you're in there. Then you would go, like, just come up with a time signature for that.
80.
80?
Yeah.
Okay, you can go plus and minus, but it's just quicker if I just do 80. Is it 4/4?
No, 6/8.
6/8. Classy. 6/8. Okay, and then I'm going to do this little patch lock. We'll lock it in.
Okay.
Add sound. I'm assuming there's a piano.
Like a pad, yeah. Classic piano with a pad.
Okay, so I'm going to do acoustic piano. I'm just going to do Church Grand Hall. That's a classic one. And then you want a pad?
Simple pad.
Pads. More airy, right?
Airy.
Airy. Yeah. Okay. Airy. Abiding shepherd's pad. That's very airy. You can literally hear the air coming out of that.
How about breathy air?
Where's that?
Fourth one down.
Breathy. Okay.
Yeah, maybe that.
Ooh, that's got a little thing going there. So, okay. So then you can go. Do you want more pad or piano?
More piano. Yeah. A little less pad. But that gets into specific preferences.
Yeah. So then you just get into all this, and you can you can add delay. You can also go. Okay, I want I'm gonna discard changes. I'm gonna go in here and replace effect. So you can replace effect and add a different effect than what's in there. So then what I'll do is I'll do rename whole song or chorus or verse or whatever it is, and then you gotta hit this save right there. It's like a little software floppy disk thing. Saves it, and so now you've got a new song in there.
Great.
So if I were to take this one out, this will give it a way to do this. I want to save to library and remove because it's a brand new song. So I'm going to song patches, Spirit of Jesus, export and remove. Great. And then when we want to use it again, add patch from the library. Use your library. Song patches. Spirit of God should be in here. Let's see if I had
Spirit of
two.
Jesus.
Spirit of Jesus.
There it is.
Yeah. Yeah. I knew I had it. You haven't. I think this is the original name of the song, right? Spirit of Jesus, come. Pretty sure that's the one though. But anyways, they're both there now.
Yep.
Because we've done it before.
Mm-hmm.
So then you would just grab that and go.
Okay.
That should be it. Again, like any app, there's a lot to it that we don't use that you can jump in and learn more about on sundaysounds.com.